On midnight, 31st of March next year, I will no longer be a councillor on a principal authority. I will not have lost an election. I will not have been voted out by my electorate. I will simply have been abolished, along with 8 other MK district councillors. Now, months ago, we condemned what we thought was lunatic, that they were going to set up this new council, have elections in May, but abolish us in March. So we had a whole 5 weeks without elected councillors. Then obviously you had the roll-on effect that councillors couldn't necessarily make decisions, do things like planning, until they'd had the necessary training. Last month, the government decided, oh, you can't have council elections in May and European elections in June, you've got to merge them together. So then, we suddenly found there would be no councillors elected for, 10 weeks. Gets worse. The implementation executive, the Lib Dems, the government, the Boundary Committee for England that deals with electoral issues, they can't even get it sorted to agree what the wards are going to be for the election. So now it looks highly likely that the election ain't going to take place until the last Thursday in October. So you think, well, how are they going to do that? Obviously they'll get the districts to carry on an extra six months and it'll just bumble along. District councillors are still going to be abolished. Those of us that should be serving until 2011, we're still going to be gone. What you're going to have is that the county council, the county councillors, they will have their terms actually extended by another 6 months. The implication of this? It's a Liberal Democrat run county council. David Wally and his cronies, they're actually going to take control of this new council without an election. For the first 6 months, they're going to be able to do whatever they want. No democratic mandate whatsoever. Not being funny, if you set something up, when is the most important time? When it's been running for 10 years? Or that first 6 months when you're making fundamental decisions about direction, about policies, about what you want it to do. So, I'm very angry. It's a completely disgraceful, undemocratic shambles. We need to say that. And from the sidelines that we have been forced to take, we must get our act together. We must prepare well. And when it comes to the election, voice these people out. I'd like to be positive for a moment because I think MK has one wonderful strength. And that is that we are more than a political party. We're not just an organisation for the sake of it that wants to get votes and just changes its policies in order to get votes. What we are is an important and integral part of the Cornish movement. A very wide-ranging movement with many, many diverse parts to it, many diverse strands, which I think complement each other well and which need to be working together as best we can. I mean, I see many friends here today, individuals that over the years have done much to promote Cornish identity in all its different forms. Activists who have striven for many, many years to build the infrastructure for the Cornish language revival. Members of the Standing Parliament who have worked extremely hard to raise awareness of Cornwall's distinct constitutional position. And please, John is here, John and Garrick. He's here to raise awareness of the Fighting Fund so that the Cornish can be recognised under the Framework Convention for the National Minorities. And like MK's election plans for next year, this is a vitally important campaign for 2009. MK this morning made a pledge to this fund, as have many members, and I'm sure many more will. And I hope that you'll today look at the literature and actually consider making a pledge yourself. Oh, and of course the big bucket for the MK election fund. I'm sure you can do both. And I say to everyone here today, let's make 2009 the year that the Cornish movement unites as best it can, that we remain resolutely positive in everything that we do, that we support each other's campaigns, and that we work together to make a real difference for Cornwall.